All right, y'all, welcome back. We messing with the quads today. Might take this one out later on this evening for a ride. I want to talk to y'all this morning about I'm working on the other one, the purple and black one. I've took all the plastics off of it and got everything pretty much off of it, except for the nose right there and the tank. Mainly just the rear and the front plastics. So I've been looking at this quad a little bit with the plastics off and still evaluating as far as what everything looks like as far as the frame and everything. Like I said before in the other previous video, the frame is awesome shape on this quad. Really awesome. So I got the plastics off and started trying to get some of that paint off of it. You know, somebody painted obviously a deep purple, exactly like this right here, and these wheels. I don't know why they done that for. I hope that they are aluminum wheels. I'm not sure. I won't know until I start working on that, but I know that black and white, when I showed you just a minute ago, somebody had painted the wheels on it when I got it, the front set. And why they did, I don't know. That aluminum polish, there is nothing like polished wheels on one of these quads. They look so much better. I mean, I'm running, you know, obviously a matte black on the rear of mine, but a polish set on the front. I just think polish looks so much better. So I got the plastics out here in the driveway. I started putting the paint remover on it. Trying to get some of this stuff off. I started wiping these down. You can actually see the color purple they was at one point. Same for that one. So yeah, this is a long process right here, really long. I'm gonna get all the paint off of them the best I can. I think we're gonna wet sand them down, and I'm gonna make my mind up. Like I said, I had heard at one point you could acrylic paint these. I'm not 100% to that. I do know somebody that's in the body shop industry that I probably could reach out to that does paint and body work. Give me some idea or tips on what paint would be sufficient. But I might see if this original OG purple will come out with a little heat and polish. We'll see. Like I said, it's gonna take some time for sure. And yeah, that's my electrical scrap pile. I do electrical work. That's what I do for a living. Been doing it for about 20 years, 21. So, but yeah, uh, we're gonna get to working on these and see where we can get to. Like I said, it's gonna take some time, but it's all good. Go back here and we'll. I wish my frame on my other one was as good shape as this one right here. This one is by far uh, the best frame I've seen yet on one of these things. You talking something in 30 years, something somewhere in that neighborhood. I know both of these is pretty much like a 96, 98, somewhere in that model. So yeah, we're gonna get to it and see what we can come up with. We'll get back with y'all here shortly. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Like I said earlier, we was cleaning on these plastics. I'm trying a couple products. There's not a whole lot online about them. I mean, there is, but there ain't. I mean, I guess it's dealer's choice, whatever. Anyways, we're trying this aircraft, and yes, it says it's made for plastics too. You can see it right there. That stuff though is mighty expensive, probably $26 a can. I'm trying this also. I've seen this used before on another. I've seen another person use this, and it worked on theirs. They used it on a Yamaha Warrior, trying to get the plastics to come back. We're going through a couple layers of paint here: silver, black, and this deep purple crap. Tell you, some kids don't need a spray can. They don't realize what they're doing. They just done ruined these plastics, if that's what you want to call it. So all I'm doing is putting some of this material on here and wiping it for right now. Obviously, it's gonna have to set for a little while. Some of it's already coming off. Just rubbing it a little bit. I think, like I said earlier, I'm gonna reach out to a friend of mine's in the body industry. He does cars and he also paints bikes and whatnot. I'm gonna ask him what's the way to get around these ATV plastics. See what he says, and I'm gonna make my decision off of that. The guy does excellent paint and body work. Actually, his last name is Smith. His first name is Marty Smith. By far, he's probably one of the best body man out there in the body industry, as far as I'm concerned. Him and his father own a paint and body shop and mechanic shop out of Providence, North Carolina. I think their deal is they do gear jammer, drag racing, They got some drag racing cars. But Marty does a lot of paint and body during the work week. I've seen several of his jobs, and I'll tell you, the guy's good. The guy's really good. So that's who I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna reach out to him and see what he says and go from there. Right now, the main thing is just getting everything off of them. And yes, there's a million ways online you can do this, but I chose this, and this is the way I'm going with it. Everybody's different. Everybody's not the same. Uh, so we we're gonna get this stuff on here and let it set for a while, do its thing, and bring y'all back. It's just like I said, it's a long process. Takes a while to do something like this. It's not like just an hour or nothing like that. It's pretty much all day. Somebody with a rattle can has no idea the damage they do to one when they do this. I mean, I get it. You trying to make it look better and cooler and whatnot, but boy, for the next person, it is a mess. But it's coming on off air. We uh we getting to we getting to where we need to be right here. That purple. That's what we're after. All right, so we're gonna let that set, and we will bring y'all back here in a little while. All right, so that's where we're at right now. You see that one versus the rear, and that one. You see this one right here? It come out a whole lot better than I thought. Just to start with, I mean, I still got to wipe that one down and that one, but this is what we're going after. Looked like it done the trick. So we'll get back with y'all here in a little while. We'll just film some of it if you want, but it's just a long process of doing this. Is having to wash and rub it down, and I'm using some, just basically degreaser is all I'm using right now to get the stripper off. like I said, I don't know a right or wrong way of doing this. I just watched a few things and went with what I thought that would get the process done anyways. And yeah, I'll have to go back over and some more, obviously, but um, again, doing this it is what it is. Somebody went crazy with a rattle can spray, so and I'm trying to get it pretty close back to original because that quad, mentioned it before, it's bone stock, and a lot of people like to have those for builds, or also like to have them just like to keep them stock. But a lot of people also, if they're gonna build one, they want one that's not tore tore really bad, and that's that one right there. It would be a good candidate for that. My other bike, my main bike, the white one, it's the frame on it is not as it's nowhere in good condition as this quad. But I had already started building that and adding this and that you know, over the course of time. I ain't do everything at one time, so I don't have it like that. But over the course of a couple of years, I have gotten it to where I want it. And like I said, somebody would love to do that with this quad, or just keep it stock. And again, this right here is just some uh, industrial greaser I get from Lowe's. Nothing special. That's all it is. Just some regular degreaser. All right. Well, we'll bring y'all back here shortly, and we'll see what we got. All right. This is where we're at. We just got finished uh, rinsing them down. Came out a lot better than I thought. I still think we're probably just going to wind up painting all of these one regular color. I'm thinking maybe an acrylic. Not sure what color. Probably like a gloss black, or maybe a white like the other one. I'm not sure just yet what color, but we still get these classics right. I still gotta hit them again one more time with some more stripper, and then we're gonna take them and start wet sanding them. So that's just the start of it. Again, this is a right good lengthy process, just over some rattle can paint. We'll let them dry, and I'm gonna get some wet sandpaper out and some plastic buff. They got some stuff that's made for plastic. We're gonna try that, see what it does first before we paint. We'll see how it goes. Catch you on the next one. All right, so we got them halfway clean. I'm gonna pressure wash them the best I can for right now. They I think pressure washing it will help a bunch to get the smaller stuff off of them. We ain't gonna do nothing but just use one of them electric ones. And my wife got that for me at Sam's. That's some of it right there. It's coming off pretty good so far. A lot better than what it did. All right, so we just set the plastics back on it for right now till I talk to my buddy. They just sitting on it. They ain't bolted or nothing. I'm gonna talk to my buddy and see what type of paint would be ideal for plastic. Like I said, he does car and body work. He deals with this all day, every day. So he'll be able to turn me on to something. I appreciate y'all watching. Later on, we might get the other one out, and we might go for a little ride this evening. Appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.